Hi everyone, welcome to Team Instagram. I'm Laura Dutzis and I'm going to be introducing you to Instagram today. As the number one photo social app, Instagram has the potential to engage and attract a wide population of library patrons. More and more libraries are harnessing this potential as they expand their social media efforts. Why should a library use Instagram? Well, let's start with how and why Instagram has become so popular. As you can see, the Instagram website's press page contains an excellent interactive timeline so you can see just how and why Instagram has become such a popular social media tool. Instagram was launched in October of 2010 by Stanford University graduates Kevin Systrom and Mike Krieger. Just 2 months later, they already had 1 million users. In 2011, Apple named Instagram its iPhone App of the Year. And in April of 2012, Instagram was launched for Android devices as well. This was also the same month that Instagram was purchased by Facebook for $1 billion. They also took the crucial step in 2012 of expanding from mobile-only devices to a web platform as well. They quickly gained 80 million users by July of 2012. As you can see, today, Instagram has 300 million monthly actives, over 30 billion photos shared, receives an average of 2.5 billion likes daily, and has an average of 70 million photos uploaded. So, what can you do with Instagram? Users can capture their lives in pictures and share these pictures with their family, friends, and followers. Instagram's website describes it as a way to experience moments in your friends' lives through pictures as they happen and to make the world more connected through photos. By applying Instagram filters, users can also turn ordinary photos into beautiful, unique images. Captions and locations can be added to photos as well. Up to 30 hashtags per photo can also be used to catalog photos around a certain theme or campaign. In 2013, Instagram also added the capability of recording and posting videos of a short duration, 3 to 15 seconds. A big advantage for libraries is the ability to instantly share photos to multiple platforms, including Facebook and Twitter, and to link your Instagram account to your Facebook account. You can turn sharing on or off for each of your social networks. Another great feature libraries can take advantage of is the support that Instagram provides for its users, particularly businesses. While libraries aren't a business in the traditional for-profit sense, they do need to do things borrowed from the business playbook, like build a brand and advertise to attract patrons. The Instagram Help Center contains a range of topics specifically geared toward businesses, like how to host a photo campaign, frequently asked questions, finding customers, sharing to Facebook, and so on. In addition, Instagram runs the Instagram for Businesses blog, where they provide more in-depth coverage and instructions on topics of interest to businesses. For example, here is a post on how to promote your organization by hosting an Instameet. Instameets are events that bring community members together in photogenic locations and focus on giving back to the community in some way. Sounds like the mission of a good library to me. I can already envision a makerspace Instameet. Finally, Instagram is constantly innovating and adding new features to enhance its services. As you can see here, some recent additions are layouts, which allow you to combine multiple photos into a single image, color and fade to further customize the appearance of your photos, and 5 recently released filters so you can get the right look and feel for your photos. You can now even manage your filters so that the ones you use most frequently are close at hand. I hope this introduction has given you a good understanding of the history of Instagram and what it has to offer. It truly is an exciting visual way for libraries to share what they're doing with their patrons. Now we'll move on to the nuts and bolts of how to operate and post photos to Instagram, followed by some examples of how real-world libraries are using this exciting new technology.
Hi everyone, Heather here. I'm here to give you a step-by-step tutorial on Instagram and how it can be used in libraries. I just want everyone to know that Because the time allotted for this is so short and there's so many elements to Instagram, I will be focusing only on those parts that are most important to library use, the parts that libraries could get the most use out of. I think it's a really great tool, and I can't wait for more libraries to start using it, because the ones that I've seen so far that do use it in really creative ways, and it's really great. I think it brings a lot of patrons into the library itself. So enjoy, and I hope you go check out Instagram for yourself. Hi everyone, Heather here with a step-by-step tutorial on using Instagram in libraries. For this tutorial, I'm going to focus on the main elements that libraries would be using: photos and photo sharing, following other libraries, and posting photos or videos to other forms of social media. Please keep in mind that Instagram has loads of capabilities, and if you get a chance, you should check it out. Let's get started. As you can see, I've already created an account for this project. So just type in the password here, and we can get started. When you first enter the Instagram application, you'll see a newsfeed which hosts photos and videos, not only of your own, but from institutions and people that your account is following. You have the capability to like photos and to comment on photos. You also have the capabilities to report any inappropriate content or to copy the URL for use elsewhere, like other social media, things like that. The icons on the bottom of the screen take you to your home feed. You can search for other users and content. You can post photos and videos. You can see your account's activity. And you can also update your own account profile. Searching for other users and content is easy. Just type in what you're looking for. And Instagram will suggest any users or content that includes your search terms. As you can see, I've already followed the New York Public Library as well as 2 other library Instagrams. Now, I've posted a few photos already, but we can post one more. Tap on the blue Instagram logo. You'll see the camera screen pop up. Just take a photo by pressing the blue button. At the bottom of the screen, you can see some editing tools. Instagram has great editing capabilities. I won't get too into that right now, but take the time to check it out. Add a filter. Add a caption to your photo and maybe a location. See, we'll add a location here. Adding a location can be very beneficial to libraries in order to share their location that the actual library is at, or the location of outreach programming that's going on. You can also share to other social media that the Instagram account may be linked to. As you can see, you have the options of Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, etc. Go ahead and hit share, and you can see it pops up on our feed here. You can update your profile page with a short descriptive biography. You can also see all of the posts that your account has made thus far. You hit edit. You can edit your profile here. You can also add a photo.
Hey, I'm Crystal Gleason. I'm going to talk to you about how Instagram is being used by libraries to promote their programs and what's going on in the library. And they use it for publicity. So the North Carolina State University's Hunt Library was one of the first libraries to use Instagram to promote things that were going on in the library. They would take pictures of activities that were going on and services they offered, and then post them to a website and use Instagram to get people involved and let the students know what was going on. Public libraries also use Instagram to promote programs and publicize what's going on at the library. Some public libraries, like the New York Public Library, have an Instagram account, and they post different pictures of things that they have done, things that they will be doing, and services they offer to get people aware. One reason that libraries are now using Instagram is so that they can reach the populations, the early 20s and teens that are using Instagram in their daily lives. They use Instagram, a lot of these people use Instagram every day, so it makes sense for libraries to start using it so they can reach these populations in another way. These age groups, they might not always, read the paper or notice flyers posted, but they are probably on their phones quite often on Instagram and might see something that the library has going on, and then they would be interested in and go and see what they have to offer. Here are a few screenshots of library websites or library pages on Instagram. You'll be able to see from the different screenshots that they all kind of look similar, but some of them are using it in different ways. I'm also going to add in a screenshot here of the New York Public Library's article on how to engage other libraries in using Instagram and how to make sure your Instagram page, you're getting the most for your Instagram page. So I said public libraries and school libraries may use Instagram to promote where they're going to be and what's going on. So here is a screenshot example of the Piscataway Public Libraries where they're going to be at. They're going to be at looks like they're going to be at a high school at this time, and so they're using Instagram to promote that they're there and what they're going to be doing. So as you can see from this portion of our presentation, libraries are using Instagram for a variety of ways, and publicity and promoting programs and services is one way that they are using Instagram. It seems to be a great resource for promoting things that are going on in the library, and will probably continue to be that as Instagram gets more popular.
Hi, I'm Elgin Newberry, and I will be discussing ways libraries can use Instagram as an outreach tool to connect with their communities. The most important philosophy to bear in mind when using Instagram in this way is to make things interesting. Libraries have a very bland reputation, and I don't think I have to tell you the stereotypes. As LIS professionals blazing a trail into the 21st century, we have to use current technologies like Instagram to get people excited about the library and what libraries can do for them. And the best way to do that is to draw them in and not perpetuate the stereotype that we're just bland individuals and that our libraries aren't places that they would want to go. The first strategy that libraries and librarians can employ to make connections with their public is to use Instagram as a way of introducing themselves. We aren't 60-year-old spinsters with ice race stares that constantly shush people. We're diverse, engaging people with our own humanizing stories. Instagram can help us introduce ourselves to the public and show how cool we can actually be. Here we have a librarian whose Instagram screen name is Hey Lady K, and in this picture she's showing us her office. She's introducing us to herself visually and showing that she doesn't fall into any of the stereotypes that a lot of us have about what librarians are actually like. The second strategy is to create fun content that draws the audience into library humor and the kinds of fun that we can have at work. Through Instagram, we can show them how fun it can be to let their geek flag fly. Here we have some book titles that this library has rendered entirely through emojis. So looking at this one, we have some water droplets and we have some elephants. If we look in the comments, we can see that some people that looked at this were able to determine that the title of the book was Water for Elephants. It's kind of fun, and it engages people in reading and allows them to interact with the library in ways that we normally wouldn't think about. Also, one thing that the New York Public Library does is they have these staged photos where staff members literally become part of their favorite books, sharing their passions with the readers that come into their library. Another useful technique that libraries can use with Instagram is to make meaningful connections with other libraries. We are all in this tumultuous time of digital and social revolution that is sweeping our field. When it comes to social media, what goes around comes around. And if you visit an awesome library or meet an incredible LIS professional, tag them in your feed and introduce your followers to them. Here we have the New York Public Library visiting the Gleason Library at the University of San Francisco campus. One thing that the New York Public Library does is they have their Instagram followers take pictures of the lions at the different branches and suggest names for them. Here, they've tagged the University of San Francisco's wolves in a photo and are suggesting that their Instagram followers suggest names. It's kind of a nice statement, and it connects two different communities, those in California on the West Coast and those in New York on the East Coast, and opens up a dialogue between the two of them. A final useful technique that libraries can employ with Instagram is to get people excited about new additions or renovations to their library. For those that frequent it, as well as those who may not be familiar with the individual library, sharing exciting news via Instagram is the best way to share enthusiasm and pride about what is going on.
Hi, I'm Jackie, and I'm going to look at an example of a library that effectively utilizes Instagram. Abilene Public Library in Abilene, Texas has 3 branches that all share the same Instagram account. As of April 16, 2015, they have 780 followers and 1,501 posts. They post photos at least once a week, often more frequently than that, and when they have an event, they usually post several photos from the event. Most of their photos are interesting, attractive, and colorful, and their Instagram page really reflects how active the library is in the community. They use Instagram in a variety of ways, including promoting upcoming events, posting amusing reading-related memes, and sharing library projects with the rest of the community, though the majority of their posts showcase their extensive children's programs and activities. On January 27th, the library hosted a food workshop where kids learned how to use candy to make look-alike food such as sushi and pizza. On January 24th, they had a story time hosted by Belle from Disney's Beauty and the Beast. On March 26th, Abilene hosted one of their regular Stories in the Park events, for which they not only posted photos, but also a video of the kids and parents playing with a parachute. In September of 2014, Abilene hosted the West Texas Book Festival, and they used Instagram to both promote the event beforehand and share photos of the festival's events during and afterwards. In this post, Abilene promoted the festival by encouraging patrons to come by and pick up the now available brochures that detailed the week's events. This past December, the South Branch constructed an igloo made entirely of empty plastic milk jugs. As you can see, they also replied to a comment about how the igloo is made. This is a great example of going beyond simply posting cool photos for patrons to look at to making Instagram an interactive tool that encourages patron participation both physically and digitally. This post from September 23, 2014, showcased their banned books display and promoted Banned Books Week. This allowed people who did not make it to the library that week the opportunity to enjoy the display despite not being physically present to see it. On February 7th this year, some football players from a local university volunteered at the library. Abilene shared a photo of them working and expressed appreciation for the football players' help. In fact, many of Abilene's posts include thank yous to patrons, volunteers, and supporters of the library's many activities. Expressing appreciation for a community's involvement makes the community that much more supportive of the library and encourages them to continue to be involved with library activities. Abilene also includes posts that are just for fun. They regularly post minor national holidays such as National Corned Beef and Cabbage Day and National Blame Someone Else Day, the post for which even includes a brief explanation of the origins of National Blame Someone Else Day. They also post fun memes that readers will enjoy, such as this Harry Potter pun. One of my favorites, however, is this Ryan Gosling meme that I'm sure most librarians will appreciate. They even shared something as simple yet momentous as getting a new sign for their Mockingbird branch. Interestingly, Abilene Public Library's website is not terribly impressive, but they are incredibly technologically savvy and smart with how they utilize Instagram to promote the library and to make patrons feel involved and feel like they're part of the library community.